Good morning, fam. It's your girl, Coach Bree. Today is Saturday and it's Mother's Day also. I posted a question on my YouTube page of which video y'all wanted me to do. Either do a Mother's Day vlog or do a podcast where I give my full honesty on how it's been as a single mother so far at 23. And only one person voted, and they voted for both. So I figured, since I'm vlogging today, why not just talk to y'all while I'm going about my day, about my journey so far as a single mother. So subscribe if you haven't already, and then just chill and just enjoy the video. Tap in. I really want to do my hygiene right now, but my sister is in the restroom and she is singing loud, and I'm trying not to wake up Shy. So I'm having a little bit of a delay, but I'm just chilling in the bed and I'm actually loving it. I might go back to sleep for a few more minutes. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, y'all, so I finally am able to start my hygiene. Shy is still sleeping, so this is the perfect time for me to do what I gotta do while she's still sleeping. She actually had a long night last night. She thought she was grown and wanted to stay up late watching shows with Gigi. So she was up to like 12:40-ish. So yeah, she thought she could hang, and I look at her sleeping in. But little does she know, we gotta go to the church to clean today before we do anything for Mother's Day today. So she gonna be mad when I have to wake her up, if she don't wake up if she don't wake up before I do. So anyways, let me go ahead and do my hygiene, and yeah. Okay, y'all, so just finished doing my hygiene. I actually just finished cleaning the kitchen too, because it's Mother's Day and I wanted to wake up like I do every day but today I made a bigger breakfast than what I normally do. So Shy just woke up, so I'm glad I did my hygiene. When I did, yeah. So I'm finna get ready to put some clothes on her, do her hygiene, then get us downstairs so we can eat, because we got to get ready to go to our church today. Shout out to the Praise Zone. Because we have to clean the church. So they're having an event this morning for all of the mothers who paid. They're having like a Mother's Day brunch. So I'm cooking my own breakfast this morning. Amen. But I will still be at church today to help clean up. So we got to hurry up and eat so that we have time to get ready and head to the church. So yeah. Okay, we made it downstairs to the kitchen. I tried to vlog me doing Shy's hygiene this morning, but she was not cooperative this morning, okay? She usually don't fight me when I brush her teeth, but today she was not having it. She does have a little bit of an ear infection, so she hasn't really been feeling good. So I think maybe that's why she wasn't as cooperative with me brushing her teeth this morning. But yeah, she got a few tears. They're real tears, but yeah. So I'm finna make our breakfast now, give her medicine for the morning, and then we finna get ready to go to church. Bless you. Bless you. Say bye. Bye. So today, I need to finish doing my hair. But anyways, so today I actually planned on spending Mother's Day taking Shy to the Children's Museum. But because I have to clean the church today, I'm helping clean the church today. I'm not able to go with, you know, the timing of everything and still having other stuff to get done. And so instead of going to the Children's Museum, I'm going to take Shy to this jumping place called Kids Empire, where it's like a urban air but for toddlers. You know, it's more appropriate for their age, and you know, she'll be playing with other kids her age instead of running around, you know, a bunch of 10, 11, 12-year-olds, you know. So that's what I plan on doing today with her for Mother's Day. You know, and doing a lot of editing, and then when I put her down for her nap time later on tonight, you know, later on today when we get back home, that's my Brianna time, you know, that's my Brianna time. So I'm most likely going to sit and reflect, because a lot of times when it comes to self-care for me and when I take time for Brianna, you know, I use that time to do some self-reflecting, you know, a lot of writing, and just overall just unloading a lot of stuff that I've been carrying, a lot of stuff that I've been feeling, a lot of stuff that I've been dealing with, you know, personally, internally, you know, and stuff like that only God knows about. So I think that's what I'm going to do today when I put Shy down for her nap later today during my Brianna time, is just do a lot of reflecting and a lot of, you know, type stuff. So that's what Mother's Day is looking like today. And then of course throughout the day I'm going to be talking to you about my journey so far as a single mom at the age of 23, and so y'all will get a little bit of juice throughout the day. But yeah, I'm still waiting on these waffles to get done. I had to take the waffles out of the oven so that I wouldn't burn them while I was getting Shy's hygiene together, because she actually woke up while I was cleaning the kitchen. She woke up, so I took the food out so I wouldn't burn it. You know, Millie don't burn chicken. Brianna don't burn breakfast. Anybody that's had my breakfast, y'all know, I goes all day. I goes all out. Especially my breakfast tacos. Can't compare. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what I made once I make the plates. Till then, bye. Okay, y'all, so this is what I ended up making for Shy and I. Some Madagascar vanilla waffles, some diced up grapes. I diced them up for her. And then I cut up some white potatoes this morning and just kind of seasoned it up a little bit and just cooked it in the pan. So yeah. Whew. Okay. Okay, y'all. So y'all didn't miss much. All I did was finish getting ready. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with my hair, and I tried to do like a little braid into a ponytail, but it wasn't working out the way I wanted it to. It is time for a retwist, so I just put it in a half up, half down. Shy and I
Shy and I are finna go head to the church. As you can see, I got some cleaning stuff right here. I got some more in the trunk. We finna go clean the church. And then after we clean the church, I'm gonna go get my eyebrows waxed. And then Shy and I gonna come home because we got food at the house. Amen. We got food at the house that I made. And so we're gonna eat them leftovers. And then after we eat, she's getting fussy, so it's about that time. But after we eat, then I'll take Shy out to go to the jumping place that I told you guys about. And we gonna, hopefully it's just a good day. You know, I know it's gonna be a good day, but you know, just hopefully everything just flows. It's supposed to be cloudy today too, so I brought our jackets. And if it do start raining, at least Shy will be having fun indoors somewhere. Okay, it's time for me to go, but we finna head to the church, so I'll see y'all there. So I just made it to the Praise Dome, my church, and I'm just sitting outside in the car until the brunch is finished, because once again, I wasn't really planning on going to the brunch, but we are having to clean today. So I'm here just to clean, and then we're gonna leave here and go get my eyebrows waxed. So yeah, my face is breaking out a little bit, so not too happy about that, not understanding why either, but you know, yeah. But Shy is knocked out right now, and she was doing all that whining when we first got in the car. You know, that's our daily routine. She'll knock out in the car in about 3 minutes, and she'll be knocked out. Just enjoying quiet time, you know. She just woke up. So yeah, I just wanted to start off my topic of the day. You know, how it's been so far for me being a single mother at 23. You know, and my daughter, she's 1. So I mean, it has its up and downs. You know, I think a lot, and it's crazy because I just got through talking to one of my friends about this last night, about, you know, mothering having its ups and downs, whether you're single or not. You know, it has its ups and its downs, especially being a first-time mom. You know, this is my only child, so you know, it's definitely a challenge. You know, but it definitely has its good moments as well. I think the only reason why I have the level of patience that I do is because I've worked with kids pretty much all my life. I've worked at literally like 4 daycares for years. And so, you know, having different experiences at those different daycares that I've worked for, you know, for the time that I did, I think it kind of boosted up my patience level in a way. Not saying that my patience is up there, because it ain't. You know, like there'll be some days where like my patience is real thin, you know, and I have to catch myself in those moments, because it's like I don't want to parent out of frustration, and I don't want to discipline out of anger, you know, because that's not fair to her. And to me, it's like unnecessary tension, unnecessary trauma, unnecessary, you know, negativity that you are instilling in your child whenever you parent, you know, whenever you allow your parenting skills and the way you go about things, when you lead with your emotions, it's never going to turn out well for the child. And so, and I know that all too well. Growing up, working at those daycares that I did, you know, seeing how different some kids act from the others, how some kids who came from single parent households, there were some that came from single parent households that would act a mess at daycare. And then there are some that came from single parent households that came in well polite, well mannered, you know, and very respectful. You know, I think it's all about the way you parent and the type of influence you have on your children, right? Because I feel like not only everybody says that your children are a product of the children are a product of their parents, right? And I do agree with that, but I also believe that if you pay attention to people's children, it'll tell you a lot about that individual, not just as a parent, just that individual in general. For example, if Shy was like 5 right now, right? And every time Shy felt down, or every time something happened or came up and she was down or upset about it, and she was looking for somebody to go to vent about, and she decided not to come to me, like she sat and thought about it, and she was like, you know what, I'm not going to go to my mom because my mom's not going to be able to, she's not going to listen. She doesn't have the capacity to listen. She doesn't have the skills to just listen and allow me to vent. If my child thought of me that way and was uncomfortable coming to me about certain situations that my child should be comfortable coming to me about, I'm gonna have an issue with that, because that says a lot about me. That says a lot about my character. And that's not, my child is only one. This is just an example, but like, that's a true definition of what it means when they say children are a product of their parents. It doesn't just mean that whenever they act out or their character, how they turn out to be, it doesn't just mean that, right? It also means more, right? The type of influence you have on your children, and do your children look up to you? Can your children trust you with certain emotions that they are having to deal with, that they're having to face? Things that they need to express, things that they need to release, things that are weighing heavy on them. Are your children able to say, let me go talk to my mom, because every time I talk to my mom, I gain more wisdom and knowledge. Every time I talk to my mom, she's open, she's supportive, she's understanding, she's compassionate, and she's patient and very down to earth. She's open-minded. She's not tunnel vision. She doesn't have tunnel vision when it comes to certain things. And I'm not a person that goes by tradition. There are certain things that I am traditional on, like marriage and stuff like that, but when it comes to raising your child, I don't believe that there's only one way, and only that way. I'm not that type of parent that's like, it has to be one way or no way. It has to be my way or no way. Like, to me, I can't be that type of parent. I can't be like, no, it's my way or no way. I say all of that to say, I'm really grateful that I have the level of patience that I do, because I'm able to, especially in those moments when I am frustrated, I'm having to, I stop myself, and then I reevaluate the situation. And then once I get an understanding of the situation, I'm able to make logical decisions. Not only logical decisions, but I'm able to make better and mature reactions as a parent. Overall, I'm in a good place, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I think you have to be prepared mentally in order to raise a child. Not saying that you have to be perfect, right? I think that's where a lot of us younger mothers get mixed up, thinking that you have to be perfect. No, everybody has their flaws. Everybody mothers differently, or parents differently, for the single fathers out there that are having to raise kids on their own, with the mother, alive or not, or whatever the situation may be. I think you have to be prepared mentally in some form or fashion to be able to raise a child. Otherwise, you're gonna struggle. I'll be right back, because church people spotted me in a car, so they finna come talk to me. So talk to y'all later. Whether you are a single mother or a single father, raising a child alone, you have to be prepared mentally. And not saying that you have to be perfect. I think that's where a lot of us younger parents get mixed up. Just because you are a parent now, it doesn't take away from who you were before you was a parent, and of course, having children, you're having to change a lot of things, the way you go about things, and the way you do things, the way you handle things, right? And the way you think things through, right? Like problem solving is major, and it takes a while to get the hang of problem solving. But I think that, there's a level of standards that are set. And a lot of times it's easy to compare yourself to others. Like when you're out in public, say for example, there are times when I'm out grocery shopping and I will look at other mothers in the grocery store and how they would, like, simple things. Like, for example, I was at Walmart one time and I had just bought this basket seat cover so that Shy wouldn't be sitting inside the actual basket, but like it's like a cover that goes over the seats. And so I would, please don't back up. But yeah, so Shy already woke up, so I wasn't able to talk as much as I wanted to, but we still got the rest of the day to go. Honestly, I love my church and I'm faithful, you know, but if this brunch don't end in about 15 more minutes, because I've been sitting out here talking for like a good 20 minutes to y'all. So like if the brunch ain't over in about a good 10 more minutes, the great woman of God here that you're watching will be departing, you know, to the other tasks for the day, you know, since it is Mother's Day. So, you know, I'm gonna give it a little grace period. And then, you know, so if they not done, God is good. Amen. All right, but yeah, Shy just woke up. Say hi. Okay, I made it home. I ended up, you know, getting a chance to help clean the church. And so y'all didn't miss much. I did want to record me cleaning the church, but I wasn't able to because there was a lot going on. And when I walked in, they were actually praying. So I didn't want to, you know, just be recording while they praying, you know, like that's disrespectful. And so I got in on the prayer and then I helped clean. And Shy was playing with her aunties and uncles while I was cleaning. And so now we're back home. I literally came straight home from church, so it's not like I stopped anywhere or that y'all missed anything. So now what I'm getting ready to do is I'm finna feed Shy. It's actually 4:00 in the day, so I wasn't able to go out like I wanted to with my daughter. I wanted to spend time with her today. I actually planned on taking her to the Children's Museum, but because I ended up having to help clean the church today, it kind of changed my plans, which I'm okay with because, you know, if I ended up going to the Children's Museum, I would have had to worry about parking. You know, then I would have had to worry about the tickets, and it's $17 per person now. And you do have to pay for your child if they are over 1 year old. And so, you know, I already had it budgeted and set it to the side, but I just decided to let it be an intimate day instead, you know. And so I'm gonna let Shy finish eating, which is what she's doing right now. She's in the house eating with her TT and her Gigi. And then I'm gonna put her to sleep for her nap because she's super tired. When she wakes up, I'm actually going to take her to the playground in the neighborhood if it's still early in the day, you know, because it is 4:00. She hasn't had her nap today. So when she does take her nap and it's dark outside by the time she wakes up, we're not gonna go to the playground because, amen, we don't go outside at night. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm finna do. And then once I do get Shy to sleep, then I'll be able to have my talk with y'all about my journey so far as, you know, a mother, you know, first time mom at 23. Okay, so I had actually put Shy to sleep, and as soon as I got back into the room to start recording and just start having like intimate time with y'all, she woke up. I guess because she smelled the food. We bought pizza, and so as you can see, she's awake. So change of plans. So we actually finna just eat and talk, and I'm finna put something on TV that'll keep her, you know, calm but not too loud as to where you can't hear me as we talk. All right. Hey fam, so you know how I was going to sit and talk to y'all? Yeah, the plans changed when I started seeing something, and I started seeing it before I smelt it. So what happened was Shy ended up pooping, but her doctor has prescribed her this medication. And this medication for her ear infection has been, I don't know, like doing something, because when she poops, you don't smell it. You don't smell it unless she's like really, 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 really close to you. Like literally you got to be smelling her butt to check, or like to open the diaper to see if she pooped. And so she pooped whenever she woke up from her nap, and I was feeding her. So this whole time I didn't know that while I was feeding her that she had poop in her diaper. So me and her started, as you saw in the clip before, me and her started sitting in the bed eating some pizza that we bought. And tell me why when we finally finished eating while watching Trolls, that's probably what you're hearing in the background. Let me turn it down a little bit. So yeah, so me and her started watching the movie, started watching Trolls and eating the pizza we bought. And it wasn't until after I finished feeding her and she got down off the bed to go play with her toys while we still had mommy-daughter time. And I noticed something on my covers, like a brown streak. Tell me why she ended up, her poop was so much in her diaper. Like, it looked like she must have just finished getting the last of it out, because, I'm sorry if this is TMI. But, yeah, basically, it got all over my bed. It got, all in my carpet. So I'm really, 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 and for those of you who really know me, y'all know that I am very, very OCD and I'm a germaphobe. So right now, like, my skin is just like, it's not. So I'm about to deep clean right now. And once I finish deep cleaning, yeah. Pray for me. Happy Mother's Day. All right, tell them bye. Say bye. Bye. Okay, so as you can see, I just changed the sheets and Shy is chilling, drinking her milk right now. We got some milk and cookies. I baked some cookies, so we about to just chill and talk. Shy watching the rest of her Trolls. And so let's get into it, gang. So what I want to talk about, one of my hardest challenges has been learning my child. And it's not learning your child is not the hard part. Honestly, you just have to be attentive, and actually observe your child, and doing a lot of trial and error, testing what they like and what they don't like, trying to see if they're open to new things and stuff like that. Here, mommy. You can grab it. Here. I know you're drinking your milk, but I want you to have enough milk to swallow your cookie. So slow down a little bit on the milk, sis. Anyways, so I think the hardest part for me was learning my child, because the day that I gave birth to Shy and the day that I came home with her, meaning I didn't have no help. Like, of course I have my mom and my dad and my sister, right? But like, I'm talking about like nurses, people to not just help me with a newborn baby, but to also help me, like I needed a lot of help at the time. I could barely move. And so, so for me, it didn't start becoming a actual challenge until she started becoming like 2 months, 3 months. And she started preferring my mom, which she calls her Gigi. She started preferring my mom over me at 2-3 months old. Like she would be at ease with my mom more than she would be at ease with me. So like in my mind, oh my gosh. What you want? You want your milk? You want this? with Shy, by the time she started coming 2-3 months old, she used to prefer my mom, which she calls her Gigi. She used to prefer her Gigi over me. And it would make me wonder, like, what am I doing wrong? You know, is there something I'm doing wrong? Is there something that, you know, that I need to change? You know, whatever. It's just that's what was going through my mind. But it was just because at that time, I still didn't know my child. Like, I didn't know her. I'm having to get to know her as she's getting to know me as her mother. I'm having to get to know her as my daughter. I'll never forget the day that I came home from the hospital with her. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't scared or anything. But I was excited, of course. But at the same time, I was just clueless. Like, I didn't know what the heck to do. Like, this was totally different. Like, of course, I've had the experience working at plenty of daycares, but it was different. All I had to do was watch people's kids and teach their kids all day long and then send them back home. This is different. This is actually my child. You know, this is a everyday, all day role. Like, being a mother. It's no stop. It's nonstop. So coming home that first night from the hospital with her, and I finally get to my room where I have me time for the first time. With no interruptions, nobody coming in to check on my levels and check on Shy's levels, none of that. I don't have family around, nothing. It's just me and my child for the first time in my room from the hospital. It's just me and Shy. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just looking at her, admiring her as she's just laying there, sleep, eyes closed. I'm just like, wow, I am really a mom. You know, like wow. I don't know. I don't know who this child is. But over time, as I began to learn, you know, by trial and error, like, I would test certain things with her to see what she likes and what she don't like, to see if she's open-minded, like if she's an open-minded person, you know, open to trying new things, or is she more, you know, like of a creature of habit, you know, things like that. So I've been really getting to know my child. I've been really, really getting to know my child. And the more I get to, the more I'm learning about her, the easier it is to parent her, you know. So y'all, I was making sure she didn't spit up in my bed because she'd already pooped and got poop in my sheets and I had to change my sheets. So I'm just making sure I'm good this time because she gets me when I'm not paying attention. So I just had to make sure it was nothing in my bed. I hear you. I just had to make sure. Yeah. Be careful. Be careful. To that. Thank you. The more you learn your child, the more you take the time to be more attentive, to be more observative, and how they're growing and excelling, knowing how they progress, knowing the type of person they are, knowing what they like and dislike, you know, knowing what they can handle, knowing when they're overwhelmed. When you actually take out the time to get to know your child, to actually learn them, and not based off what you think or how you think they are, because a lot of times we can underestimate our children a lot, and that's another subject. But yeah, so yeah, really sorry, Shy just knocked the camera. But really, look. Good night, Moon. Look. But really get to know your child, because the more you get to know your child, the more you know who they are and the type of person they are today, not who they've been growing up, who they are right now today, then it'll be 10 times easier knowing how to parent them, knowing who they need at what point in time of their lives, you know, in their ups and downs, and knowing how to comfort them, and knowing how to be their safe space. There's their safe place to come and to release, to unload, you know. And I think that's my biggest goal as you know, being a first-time mom, and being a mom, you know, in the future, to more, you know, I desire, you know, to be that safe place for for my children. I want my children to be able to come up to me for anything and be like, Mom, I'm feeling this way. Mom, I'm battling with this right now. Mom, this is heavy on me right now. And I want to be able to, even if I don't know, because us parents, we don't always have the tools that our children need. We don't always have the answers. And so in those moments that I can't be that person for them, I can still be there to support them and get guidance, professional guidance if needed. And then, take it from there. But yeah, knowing your child will make it easier to know how to parent them and what they need so that you can remain that safe place for them. Because you don't ever want to end up having that type of relationship with your child where your child, and God forbid, but this is just an example, you don't ever want to get to a certain place in a relationship with your child where your child is suicidal and you had no idea. That's an example. That's just one example. You don't ever want to get to that point, to that relationship, because you didn't choose to parent correctly, or because you didn't handle certain situations correctly, during their childhood. So you want to make sure that you're their safe place. And that that y'all are always on the same page. As long as you're on the same page with your child, get down. Thank you. As long as you're on the same page with your child, the rest will flow, honestly. Yeah, the rest will flow. I had to learn how to be less hands-on because I learned that my child is very independent, just like me. And now I'm seeing what my parents went through with me. I'm very strong-minded, and so is Shy. Like, I can already tell, just by how she goes about things, and she's super independent. Like, the other day she was eating a Lunchable, and you know how the Lunchable with the cracker sandwich thing, the cheese is already sliced up, but you have to peel it separated. Oh my gosh. I saw that she was just eating the block of cheese. And so the mother in me immediately went over there and started pulling apart the cheese, showing her how to properly make the sandwich. And she instantly started screaming. And I remember working at daycares that normally kids who get mad when you help them on certain tasks, and like not just on one task, like you notice that their behavior kind of shifts negatively whenever you try to help them or assist them in certain tasks. It's because she wants to learn how to do it on her own. And that's always been Shy since jump. She learned how to stand up all on her own. I didn't start teaching her that. Literally at 6 months, she started pulling up on the couch, pulling up on her little table, toy table where it had different activities and stuff. She would pull up on objects and stuff to help her stand up straight, all by herself at 6 months. So with her being 16 months right now, she's a year, and I couldn't even help her pull apart cheese. It just shows me that I have to learn how to be less and more, and just observing how well she moves around and figures things out for herself. She has really good common sense, great comprehension so far. But I think for me as a mother, besides having to learn her, I've also had to learn how to be less hands-on with a lot of things and just learning how to observe and then helping when she asks. So now what I'm starting to do is teaching her how to ask for help, or how to ask for more. Like when I feed her, when me or my mom, her Gigi, is feeding her, she'll sit up here and she'll, cause when she eats, she like her mom. She dance when she eat. Like, food make me happy. Like, I be dancing when I'm eating. She got to do the most. She got to get up. She got to dance. She got to move around and jump. And so when she come back, you know, for more food, and it's me or her Gigi feeding her, she'll come and sit next to you, and she'll be all sweet and quiet, and then she'll just go, and it'll be just like that. Like, she won't make eye contact with you or nothing. It's just like a command. Like, okay, give me more. I'm ready for more. Give me more food. And so now I'm starting to teach her. So I'll start off word by word. You know, I don't try to teach her too much at once, because that's kind of like a unrealistic expectation. Not that I'm, you know, not that I'm underestimating her or anything, but I've learned that in daycares, it's really nice that even though they learn fast, it's really nice to take things slow with them, so they can really understand the new stuff that they're learning, especially when it comes to talking. So when she's ready for more food, I'll say more. And so now she says more. So now I'm adding the I guess the good manners to it. So now I say more please. And so now she'll go more please. But I know what she's trying to say. And so yeah, so so I learned that she's super independent, but she's a visual learner, and she's super advanced and just common sense, you know. Like, she'd be taking my keys and going straight to the front door trying to unlock it. Like, stuff I do on a regular that I don't realize she's paying attention to. And so with her observing and absorbing so much knowledge and information, and just learning how to you know, move around the house, and just, you know, learning how to do things for herself, learning how to be independent, I'm learning that I have to be less in control of everything and stop trying to help her in everything, and allowing her to make decisions for herself, and allowing her to problem solve. That's what I was talking about earlier in the video, is problem solving. You know, that she will learn how to figure things out that will work for her. I don't ever want to project what works for me onto her. I may suggest certain things from time to time, but I don't ever want her growing up feeling like, you know, just because I may have went through something similar, I don't want her feeling like it's my way or no way, you know, like I said earlier. So, y'all, look at what this girl is doing. Nothing. Get down. I done told her multiple times to get down, and when I put her down, like take her and actually put her down, she crawls right back on top. And so these are one of those mommy moments where I was telling y'all that I'm just gonna have to back off, and these are one of those times that she's got to learn the hard way. But I'm not gonna let her fall, so I got some pillows on the floor. Well, I'm gonna finish putting the pillows on the floor, so that if she falls, she at least got some cushion that she falling on. Because she hard-headed, like her mama. So, yeah, I didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do today. Like, I really, really, really wanted to take her to the Children's Museum today. That would have been the perfect Mother's Day gift. But at least we did... be careful. At least we did do a lot of intimate time today. She got rest. I didn't take a nap today.